For a majority of the time that I have been doing this whole YouTube thing, you know, for the major chunk of the last 10 years, I've had this channel. I just got to get used to saying that. I got to get used to. I had the anniversary last month. I just got to get comfortable with saying 10 years. But for a pretty good chunk of the last 10 years, had something of a holiday tradition. There's been kind of just a list of end of year videos. I'll do a wish list for the upcoming year, all the stuff that I want to see in the upcoming year. I'll do like a top games of the previous year kind of thing. Most of the time I would do like a year wrap up, you know, Nintendo in such and such year, just kind of summarizing the whole thing. In more recent years, I added a hype list for the next year, the games for the next year that I'm most excited to see, and then the absolute biggest, pretty much the biggest production of the year, the predictions video, predicting everything that Nintendo will do in the next year. And it's always been like a really big, just like a big thing where I'll invent game ideas, and Kane or sometimes other artists will do just like a bunch of concept art and stuff. And we really have a lot of fun with those videos, and we put a lot into them. And I have looked forward to doing the end of year videos pretty much every year because they're so much fun to do. It's fun that they're kind of predictable, but not in like a bad way, but just like people can kind of look forward to seeing them. And you know, and I've seen plenty of people talk about how much they look forward to the end of year videos, and that always feels really, really nice because we put a lot into them, and it's just fun. It's the end of the year. It's the holiday season. There's the anticipation, the excitement kind of building for the next year. It's just, I don't know. It's a fun time, and it's always been really, really fun. But I unfortunately have disappointing news for fans of the end of year content. I'm very sad to say that unfortunately this year we're gonna have to scale things back pretty dramatically. And what does that look like? What does this mean for you, the viewer? Well, right now, not a lot is like nailed down. Even though I'm recording this on the 17th of December, but like that right there, that right there might kind of fill you in on how different this holiday season is going to be. Right now, we have one video in production that is a main channel scripted video, and that's my Games of the Year video. So that's going to be like a regular video, but unfortunately, I think most, if not all, of the rest of them, again, haven't decided 100% yet, but most, if not all, of the rest are probably going to be much simpler, much simpler unscripted videos that will probably just go on Topic Arlo. Topic Arlo has kind of allowed me to create a version of this content rather than just not doing it at all. Do you know what I mean? Which is nice. Rather than just saying, I can't do it this year, you'll get at least a version of it. We will have something. And now you may be asking, why is this happening? Why are you doing this to us, Arlo? Don't you love us? Oh, that hurts. It hurts seeing that look in your eyes. That hurts. No, I do love you. I love you all very dearly. The problem is that this year was just I'm sorry. I got distracted for a second. I'm doing this video here, and I have my list of video ideas just happens to be up on the, like, Topic Arlo ideas happens to be up on the screen, and I haven't looked at it in a while. And there was that thing where Nintendo put out that thing telling people to not let their pets pee on their Switch. I don't know if you remember that, but I was considering doing a video on it because it was so silly. They put out that thing that was just like, don't let it get wet, or don't let pets bite it or pee on. Just, it was a thing. It was like, don't let pets pee on your Switch. And so I have it written down in the ideas simply as Switch pee. And and I just glanced over and saw it, and I completely forgot about it until this moment, and it distracted me. I'm sorry. Back to the video. Anyway, so this year it was something of a something of a perfect storm. You're probably sick of hearing me talk about it by now, but the month of November, I was pretty much like sick and almost entirely unable to work the entire month, and other just like life stuff going on. Kane has had stuff going on in his life, so we've gotten like really, really behind. Generally, when we're doing all this end of year video stuff, we are preparing in November, especially for the predictions video. We're preparing in November. We'd love to start preparing even earlier than that when possible. Not usually possible, but the point is it takes a lot of work and a lot of preparation. And this year, kind of going into the holiday season, our lives were just kind of crazy. We've really not had a lot of time for any of this. We've gotten really behind on work. But it's not just that. It's also that, like, here at the end of this Nintendo generation, if I can be completely honest just for kind of a moment here, views have kind of struggled, and Topic Arlo has really, really incredibly helped with that. It's really good. We don't have to like worry as much, but just like main channel views, they've not been what they were. And like, as the Switch generation has gone on, I think just like that hype and that desire to like consume Switch related content has kind of dipped. The predictions videos in particular, views have kind of just like gone down every year. They kind of get lower and lower. And I know it's not all about views. With the predictions video in particular, it's kind of a passion project for us. We just love putting a bunch into it and creating all this art and all these wacky predictions. It's a lot of fun. But this year it was just too much. And especially knowing that like probably not that many people are even gonna see it, you know, and considering we were not very well prepared. And then also, like, I thought the Switch 2 would launch this year, so I kind of made predictions last year based on that. So I already did do like whatever I could predict for next year. Last year's predictions kind of just count for that. I've already come up with like a whole hypothetical Switch 2 launch and games. And I don't know, it's just kind of like, I really don't have anything interesting that I could predict here. We're just waiting for this system to launch. People are not watching Nintendo content the way that they used to. We're all busy. So you get it. You understand you see the picture that I'm painting here. It's just not a very good year for it, you know, and because next year is so nebulous, we don't even know what Switch 2 games we'll be getting. We have no idea what next year even looks like as far as Nintendo goes. So like, what do I even predict? What do I even wish for that'll be different from other years? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, yeah, I can't even... being hyped for next year's games. I don't even know what Nintendo games are going to come out next year, apart from like DKC Returns and I mean, you know, Metroid and all that stuff. There is stuff I'm hyped for. You get what I'm saying. I'm probably just rambling on too much. It was not a good year for all of this stuff, and that's why I'm kind of... And I was like, well, maybe some of these videos could be main channel videos and some could be Topic Arlo, but I think... the fact that we are going to just say, all right, we're not going to do all these, kind of like broke the ice on that, kind of opened the door to doing less. And I think I'm kind of wanting to lean into that. I'm going to lean more on Topic Arlo than I might have initially expected that I would. So yeah, the good news is you will get versions of these things. You know, they'll be like a little strange. Again, how many things can I be hyped for if I don't even know what Nintendo is doing? What could I predict if I've already done a whole like Switch 2 year one predictions video? I don't know. Do I even do like a year roundup review? I'm really not sure, but I'm pretty sure each of these I will probably do, and I'll probably just do a, you know, just like a regular casual non-scripted Topic Arlo version of them, so that at least there is something. And I'm hoping that I mean, obviously nothing can replace a full-blown predictions video, I know. So let's just, you know, it's the last year of the Switch's life. Let's call this a breather year. You know, Switch, Nintendo is the lifeblood of this channel. So yeah, we'll call it a bit of a breather year. It was a little bit of an off year in our personal lives and everything, so we kind of pause this year. We do what we can. We take a deep breath, and then we will launch into 2025, and Nintendo will do all that stuff, and hopefully by the end of next year, we're in a better place to produce really good versions of all of this stuff. Hopefully we can go back to normal and give you the whole end of year Arlo video lineup that you deserve. So if you ever find yourself feeling sad at any point that you're not getting all of the usual end of year Arlo stuff, just take a moment to think about how good it feels for Arlo and Kane to just kind of have that weight removed just for a bit. You know, this is a self-care kind of thing. You know, we're not gonna kill ourselves trying to push out all this work and make sure that it all gets done. We are doing this for our own self-care because we don't want to burn ourselves out. We would rather just kind of like take a step back, take a breather, do what we can, and then just launch into 2025 with the feeling rested and ready to build up some momentum when Nintendo announces Switch 2 and everything goes crazy again. So yeah, thank you. While I got you here, while we're talking about the channel and everything, you know, thank you. Thank you for anyone who does enjoy watching the end of year videos. They really do have a very special place in my heart. I really do always look forward to them. I am definitely disappointed that I'm not able to do them this year, but I love doing them. And I love, every time I see someone talk about how excited they are that it's like the end of the year, and that means that it's Arlo end of year videos time, I genuinely love that there are people who look forward to it, and I don't know. It's just really cool, and yeah, you know, I haven't done any like official big celebration or thanks or whatever, but you know, while I got you here, you know, 10 years, it's a big thing. It's a big thing, So thank you. I can't get into that now though, because then I'll have to really get into it, and that's too much to communicate in this one place right here. Happy holidays though.